New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Police officer was arrested and charged with strangling his girlfriend after her 3-year-old daughter attempted to stop the attack and then testified to police about his actions. When police arrived at the home, Jonathan McMillan, age 25, insisted that the bruises on his girlfriend's neck and arms were self-inflicted. Then when her young daughter spoke up and told officers that she found McMillan strangling her mother and started throwing tennis shoes at him, McMillan changed his tune. He then insisted that he was straddling the mother while throwing the shoes back and forth with the daughter in a game of catch. However, he still couldn't explain the bruises. The officers on the scene chose to believe the girl and they arrested their colleague. McMillan also claims that the fight with his girlfriend was ongoing from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. and that she started the physical altercation. He was booked into a correctional center on March 19th on charges of DV battery with strangulation. And after his bail was set to $15,000, he was released on March 22nd. The woman was granted a protective order against McMillan. Monroe police spokesperson Reggie Brown confirmed that McMillan was placed on administrative leave with pay, which means that he will continue to receive his full taxpayer-funded salary until an internal affairs investigation is complete. So this is the main thing that I have a question about. Remember the video that I put up and you were able to hear some black women there who their preference was Caucasian officers, and they were saying that it was so much of a turn on when seeing brothers and young black men out here get brutalized and murdered by the cops and getting manhandled. They said that was such a turn on. It was so animalistic and that right. I wonder if they would get a kick out of this one. I wonder if this would be a turn. Oh, I forgot. No, it's not, because it's a black man doing it. I'm sorry. That's not their preference. They don't want to get treated like that by a black man. They're all fine and dandy with getting treated like that by their preference, right? If it's a black man doing it, nah. We can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. But all jokes aside, though, the thing that I really want to bring up is the fact that they've done a study before which stated in about 40% of the relationships when it deals with cops, this is a normalcy that takes place. And I keep telling women out here, I'm like, y'all want to go out here and y'all want to get married to these cops and y'all want to think that y'all safe and all. You're not safe from nothing, because if anything happens in a house, who are you going to run to? Like I said, a lot of women don't think before they decide that they want to get into a lot of these relationships out here with a lot of these different guys in these positions out here, in these power positions, right? Obviously, this woman thought, it was like, all right, well, this dude is a cop, so he obviously has to be some type of guy, and, he made it through, and, he basically, puts down the law and all this other type of stuff. She thought it was a safe bet. She thought she had the world's greatest protection. No. Because he knew at the end of the day that if anything were said negative about him, or if she tried to run to anybody, he could just make a call real quick and have somebody intercept her and bring her back home. He knew that he could potentially use his position as leverage to stop her from trying to put anything out there. Now, the only thing that he did not account for was the fact that a 3-year-old child, his daughter, was going to sit up there and defend and also speak and testify against him. Like I said before, when it comes to children, you're not going to win. You're just not going to win. So, throughout all of his quote unquote bulletproof planning, he did not foresee a child being able to crack that armor like Gohan did Raditz during the Saiyan saga. He did not foresee that taking place, and that's exactly what took place at that moment in time. But, due to the fact that he is a cop, right? You notice how they said that, yeah, he got arrested, but his bail was about $15K. Like I told you guys before, this is a consistent thing that goes on with police officers, where they get this no to low bail, and they can bail themselves out, and they're back out on the streets. And I'm pretty sure you're going to have a lot of people out there was like, oh, this is what I'm talking about with black men this and black men that. They're going to look at the picture and they're going to see him as a black man instead of looking at the picture and seeing him as a cop. Because what they don't realize is that just because somebody looks like you doesn't mean that they are for you, right? So you have a lot of black cops out here, but we all seen what black cops do to black people in the black community, right? So why would you still want to consider them black if obviously they are not for the betterment, right? If they're not for the safety and uplifting, people in the black community, right? If all they're doing is going by the same laws, rules, and regulations that have always been in place as land overseers, and they're enacting those laws and they're acting the exact same as their masters, why would you then want to consider them black? Why? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like I said, they're not black, they're blue. It's a clear-cut difference, and I need a lot of other black people to start learning that, because I've covered a multitude of stories and shown videos up here of what black officers have done to both black men, black women, to elders and children, and to the community in general. So like I said before, those that want to roll up and that want to start saying like, oh, look at this black, nah, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. This is a man in blue. This is a man in uniform. Like I said before, if this was a black man, he would have been charged and thrown away directly in prison, and his bail would have been way higher. He wouldn't have been able to bail out March 23rd or whatever the date was. He wouldn't have been. But like I said before, people don't understand, so I guess people are going to learn later than sooner.